A pediatrician with the Comfort Teaching Hospital, Dr. Lawrence Osei-Tutu, has observed the troubling psychosocial impact of illegal mining on mothers, children and families in mining areas. Now, he's worried many Galamseyers abandon their homes and families, leaving children to grow without guidance and vulnerable to rogue social behavioral upbringing, contributing to long-term social and health consequences. Dr. Osei-Tutu assessed that the cycle of neglect in mining communities lack attention, feeding into the broader societal consequences.
What makes a young man hear stories about mining pits collapsing on his colleagues, part of the rituals that they need to do to pacify the gods when they are mining is to sacrifice a human being at a certain point. Whether babies, they say a human being. You know, I've just described a 30-year-old who has died leaving behind a child and maybe two and a woman. That impact, people don't look at that. But all the problems we have as adults in Ghana, the majority of our health issues, especially the non-communicable diseases, start because our girls are poor, they are malnourished, and they give birth to children who are also malnourished. And the long-term effect is that it sort of has modifications on your body systems. And early in life, by 40, we are already experiencing diabetes and all these problems. Really starts from the way we do not take care of our children. So there's social aspect, there's psychosocial aspect. No father at home, leaving the teenage boy alone at home. People don't listen to that. So I know your question now is, what happens to the baby? The baby will be born deformed and all that. Yes, it is true. But there is a larger picture of looking at the holistic aspect of these activities. What drives fathers to leave home? So those are some of the indirect effects. And then we are talking about taking care of this child. I have no robust social welfare system. If somebody abandons a child in your doorstep right now and you bring the child to Comfort or wherever, a robust health welfare system should take care of that child. We don't have anything like that.
Meanwhile, Dr. Albert Kobina-Mensah, a research scientist with the Soil Research Institute, says despite the heavy damages caused to lands by Galamsey operations, revegetation will be effective in reclaiming degraded lands as it will neutralize poisoned lands.
Revegetation.
So at the Galamsey site?
At the Galamsey site.
And what is the revegetation? What exactly are we supposed to cultivate?
So there are some crops that have been found to be able to sort of either it does absorb the toxic element or it can stabilize it. Example is substitution planting, which is maize.
Okay.
Now we can plant maize at a polluted site. This is the science behind it. The maize is a C4 plant. It's a grass plant. So it is going to take up the toxic element into the root, and it's going to prevent it from getting into the edible part, which is the grain.
Okay.
So we call it substitution planting. Where other plants will fail, that one will do well. So it's a strategy.
So we should make it wholesome to eat.